what are the habits or mindset shifts that separate the broke entrepreneur from the high performer? Basically, how do you go from amateur to pro?
The way you go from amateur to pro as an entrepreneur, or another way of saying it is, what is the mindset that separates the broke entrepreneur from the successful entrepreneur, is this simple thing, man. Two simple things, I should say. One, belief systems, which is a byproduct of stacking wins. Belief systems is confidence, right? If you haven't stacked enough wins in this particular category, and I'll give you a great example. There's 2 Navy SEALs that I've coached and consulted. Now, one would argue that they have a very high level of competency and confidence in battle. They're Navy SEALs after all, right? But now they left the Navy SEALs and they've become entrepreneurs. And when they first got into entrepreneurship, they were like, whoa, this is unknown. This is scary. I have a lot of self-doubt. The confidence and competency from battle does not carry over 100%. Right. There is some carryover, meaning you're like, I'm not allergic to work. I have work ethic. I realize that I'm going to get, punched around just like on the battlefield. But hey, unlike the battlefield, no one's trying to kill me or shoot me. It's just I'm going to have to make some stupid mistakes, maybe lose some money. So they understand what it's like, but they still haven't stacked wins in the entrepreneurial battlefield, right? And so their belief system is, are you sure, Bedros, it can grow that quick? Are you sure that if I do this and I hire those people and use this process and system and that flow of autoresponder emails and that lead magnet, that it'll grow this quick? Are you sure? Well, they're not. They've seen the testimonials that I have with all my coaching clients. They're not doubting me. They're doubting themselves. Yeah. They're really saying, are you sure that I can execute that? So it's a lack of belief systems in self. And that belief system is built, confidence is built as a byproduct of stacking little wins. The second thing is being closed-minded, right? When someone is closed-minded, meaning this is how much people make in this industry, and so there's no way I can make more. I've got a coaching client, Jonathan Marquise.
Yes.
You know him. Young man from Tampa, Florida. His dad, for the last 15 years, has been running a successful truck driving school, right? So he's got like a 5-acre yard in an industrial area. He's got a couple of semi-trucks, the semi-tractor trailers, and he teaches people how to get a truck driving license. Cool. Now you can be a truck driver and, either do things statewide or across the United States, be a driver for big semi-trucks and make yourself money. As dad was getting older, he gave the business along to his son, Jonathan. And he's like, son, every year we make about 8 to 9% more money. So we're just growing slow and steady. This will take good care of you. It's taking great care of me. Here you go. The son's like, hey, Dad, have you ever thought about franchising this? And the dad's like, it won't work. There's all these truck driving schools across the country. I know a whole bunch of them who run them. It won't work. We run this one in Tampa, Florida. This is how we do it. This is how things are. Dad was closed-minded. So Jonathan Marquise, who follows me, signs up for the Domination Year coaching program. When he does, during his first half day, he's like, hey, how did you scale Fit Body Bootcamp? I want to scale this truck driving school. I'm like, oh, here's what we did. 13 months later, he's got 15 franchise locations.
Crazy.
Across the country. Today, he's over 30 locations, and half of the company has been invested in by strategic financial investors. And the other half will be bought out when they get another 30 locations on board. The guy's going to have a massive payday in the next 2 years.
Yeah.
He just turned 35 years old and got married. I share that with you because dad was closed-minded. This is how we've always done things in the truck driving space. I know all these other truck driving schools, and this is how they do it in their states. This is how we're doing it in our state. Son, you're going to make about $250,000, $300,000 a year take home. That is good money for you. The son's like, cool. But what if I can make millions for us and build a legacy, Dad, by franchising this thing? No, it won't work. Yes, it absolutely did. And son was open-minded while dad was closed-minded. I'm not shitting on Jonathan's dad. For the record, Jonathan, I know you know this and I love you as a friend and coaching client. But anyone that hears this, I don't want you to think I'm shitting on his dad. I'm saying that if all your life experience has been that this is how things are, you're only going to see life through that lens. Jonathan is like, I think through the internet and social media and through like proper marketing and paid ads, I think we can scale this thing into a franchise. And I think people want to know how we run an efficient truck driving school. And dude, he was able to knock it out of the park. And so if you could be more confident by stacking wins, little wins in your life that will translate into business, and then be more open-minded versus closed-minded, you will turn into a pro in terms of an entrepreneur.